Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with chapter number 15, that is economic development. See, first we have taken history, then geography, now we are going with civics. And this is the first chapter of your civics. Now, some of the students have learned this chapter, so they can revise it, and those who have not seen will learn it. So, first of all, we'll see with economic development. Now, recently, because of coronavirus, you people might have, if your people are seeing news, if you are reading newspaper, then you would have read that earth tantra or economy of the country is getting affected. Fine. So economic development, what is it? Every person's morning begin in a different way. Many people lead their life full of material pleasure, but maximum people of the world are seen struggling for existence. For the people who are called poor, physical pleasure, well being, or resting is an imagination only. How has this situation originated? How to come out this situation? Such type of questions have their answers. Yes, now many people have all the pleasures in life, but many of them not many more than that. Recently we all have seen what was the condition of the people. They all were going at their hometown by walking if they were not getting the transportation facilities. So if we talk about India, then we have seen that the condition of India is not that good. Many problems are faced by the people in India. So but everything has an answer. It is not that we cannot progress, we can. So first we'll see economic development. What does economic development mean? In today's modern world, every country is trying to achieve development, but development is not confined to economic development only. It is a process of social change having many phases. Yes, development means what? Just not material development. If you are getting too much of money, but the population of the place is illiterate, then you cannot say that it is a development. Fine. So development has many social phases. Economic development means constant increase in national income of the country. Yes, constant increase in the national income of the country. कंट्री की इनकम हमेशा बढ़ती रहनी चाहिए. हर लास्ट ईयर से इस ईयर की इनकम ज़्यादा होनी चाहिए. Then you can say it is economic development. Second, increase in per capita income of a country. What is per capita income? Individual income. Fine. Per capita income of a country must be more. See now, per capita income जो भी ratio आता है, mean whatever the mean of per capita income is, do not consider that it is the income of every individual in a country. If a per capita income of India might be 2 lakh rupees, it does not mean that every person in India is getting 2 lakh. Some might be getting 200 crore while some might be getting 2000. So that is the ratio, it is the average of the people population of India divided by total income of India divided by the total population. Third is improvement in the living standard of the person. Yes, when you can say economic development is taking place, if at all there is improvement in the living standard of a person. What is living standard now? See, पहले आपने देखा होगा पहले के ज़माने में we people were not having vehicles. आज तो सबके घर में शायद कार भी है. टू वे साइकिल लेना भी बहुत मुश्किल होता था, पानी की किल्लत होती थी. सो विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम अ प्लेस इज़ गेटिंग एडवांस, पीपल आर गेटिंग एडवांस, फैसिलिटीज़ आर प्रोवाइडेड, all the people are getting most of the facilities. So there is change in the living standard of a person. So it must be, then you can say that economic development is taking place in a country. This is called economic development. Total income of a country is called national income. Yes, obviously national मतलब nation मतलब country, and national income मतलब income of a country. By dividing the total income of a country with total population of the country, we obtain per capita income. हम per capita income कैसे निकाल सकते हैं? आप लोगों ने पढ़ा ही होगा. what does mean by mean कैसे निकालते? sum of total divided by number of total. So here the sum of total is national income and number of total is the population. See now, is per capita income of India will always be less compared to other countries of the world. Yes, obviously it will be less. क्योंकि हमें पता है कि वी आर द सेकेंड मोस्ट पॉपुलस कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड। हम दुनिया की सबसे सेकेंड नंबर की बहुत बड़ी आबादी वाली कंट्री है। और अगर हमारी नेशनल इनकम दूसरी कंट्री से बहुत ज़्यादा हो, फिर भी हमारी पॉपुलेशन बहुत ज़्यादा है, सो पर कैपिटा इनकम हमारी हमेशा कम ही आएगी। देन while living standard includes the facilities like obtaining food, clothes, education, health service, transportation service, as well as shelter. Because of increase in national income and per capita income in India, after independence, there has been improvement in service and facilities such as availability of food grain, cloth, electricity, education, health service, shelters, etc. This thing you all have noticed. अगर नोटिस नहीं किया तो सोच के देखना, अगर नहीं की तो अब करना। सी अवेबिलिटी ऑफ फूड ग्रेन्स, येस अवेबिलिटी ऑफ फूड ग्रेन्स। पहले के ज़माने में फूड ग्रेन्स की किल्लत हुआ करती थी। आज बिकॉज ऑफ द हाइब्रिड सीड्स, बिकॉज ऑफ द अवेबिलिटी ऑफ इरीगेशन, बिकॉज ऑफ द अवेबिलिटी ऑफ वाटर, वी आर एबल टू टेक आउट 2 to 3 क्रॉप्स इन अ ईयर। फर्स्ट ये नहीं होता था। देन क्लोथ्स, you all are wearing all the types of modernized clothes and we can purchase plenty of clothes today. Electricity, there are very rare places who do not have electricity. आते हैं हमारे घर, सबके घर में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है। आपके घर में दादा हो, दादी, पूछ के देखना कि तब इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हुआ करती थी, तब वो लोग दिए में या फानस, हम जिसे को लालटेन बोलते, उसमें वो पढ़ा करते थे, या घर में वही होता था। देयर वॉज नॉट अवेबिलिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एट दैट टाइम। Education, health services, shelters, etc. are there in today's world. The above mentioned requirements are fulfilled easily and in a better way as compared to the past. So we may say that economic development is taking place in India. Yes. So what is the national income of India? Here whatever the data is given is very old. National income GDP of India was 87 lakh 36,039 crore in 2011-12, has increased to 1 crore 35 lakh 67,192 crores in 2015-16. So the data is of 15-16 available. Textbook हमारी बहुत पुरानी है, so वो data है. Yesterday I was seeing and the national income of India is recently of 2019-20 is this is a symbol of dollar, not percentage. 3.202 trillion. So 1 trillion is 1 lakh crore. So it comes to 3 lakh 2,002 crore rupees. So next comes difference between economic progress and economic development. Yes, now ये तो अब काफ़ी सारों को लर्न हो जाना चाहिए, and those who are not done do it very properly, because this is one of the most important difference for your 10th standard. So difference between economic progress and economic development, अगर हम नॉर्मल लैंग्वेज में देखें, दैन प्रोग्रेस और डेवलपमेंट में कोई फ़र्क हमें लिखता है नहीं, दोनों का मतलब एक ही है, डेवलप होना, लाइफ में प्रोग्रेस होना, है ना, दोनों का मतलब एक ही है, बट इकोनॉमिक टर्म्स में ये डिफरेंट है. Now, what is the difference between economic development and economic progress? In ordinary sense, economic progress as well as economic development, both the words show an increase. As I said, both the words mean same for us, but there is a lot of difference between both of them. They are as follows. So first comes on the basis of development process. So first the point of difference is on the basis of development process. Economic development is qualitative while economic progress is quantitative. So economic development is first stage while economic progress is a stage after economic development. So it might be confusing you people that quality, हमेशा quality अच्छी चीज़ों से matter करती है. Yes, obviously quality अच्छे चीज़ों से ही matter करती है. But over here इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट इज़ अ फर्स्ट स्टेज, मतलब पहले अगर आप बहुत ख़राब स्थिति में हो और उसमें से एक अच्छी लाइफ पे आते हो, देन इट इज़ क्वालिटी. आई हैड गिवन द एग्जांपल एंड अगेन आई एम गिविंग यू द सेम एग्जांपल. कीप इन माइंड एग्जांपल ऑफ वन कार एंड नंबर ऑफ कार्स. मोस्ट ऑफ यू लाइक द कार, सो आई एम गिविंग द एग्जांपल ऑफ कार. सी, we are middle class people. परचेसिंग ऑफ कार इज़ क्वाइट डिफ़िकल्ट, फाइन, अब नहीं है, पहले हुआ करता था। सो अगर हम एक कार, हमारे पास इतने पैसे आए कि हम अपनी सुविधा के लिए एक कार खरीदें, देन हमारी क्वालिटी ऑफ लाइफ क्या हो रही है, अच्छी हो रही है। सो इट इज़ वॉट इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, इकोनॉमिकली हम डेवलप हुए एंड दैट्स वाई वी आर एबल टू परचेस वन कार. And what is now economic progress? When you are able, that is no requirement of 3, 4, 5 cars at your home. फिर भी आपके पास पैसे बहुत ज़्यादा है, then where to use? Then you are going to purchase second, third, fourth car, whichever you like. So it is what economic progress. So keep in mind, one car is economic development and more than one car is economic progress. It is a first stage, and economic progress is a stage after economic development. Second comes according to the changes taking place in the economy. On the basis of new researches in economy, increase in production is economic development. Yes, increase in production is what economic development. Because of research in hybrid seed in agriculture sector, has been many-fold increase in the agriculture production. This shows economic development. On the other side, when there is increase in agriculture production because of increase in agriculture land, it is economic progress. See, now I will give you one example of farmer. एक फार्मर था, मान लो, जो पुराने तरीके से खेती करता था, बुलक काड़ हुआ करती थी, एक कुआं था, या बारिश की वजह से जब भी बारिश होती थी वन सीजनल क्रॉप ही यूज टू टेक. नाउ what happened, because of the research work and because of some subsidy whatever, he was able to purchase hybrid seed. Then irrigation facilities भी उसके फील्ड में आ गई. So now he is able to take more crops. एक तो हाइब्रिड सीड की वजह से उसके इंक्रीज इन प्रोडक्शन है, और वो एक साल में 2 या 3 या 4 बार एग्रीकल्चर कर सकता है. So what will happen, his income will increase. So this is what economic development. And what is economic progress? See, now उसकी इनकम इंक्रीज हो गई और उस वजह से वो ही इज़ एबल टू परचेस अ फील्ड नेक्स्ट टू हिज फील्ड. Then it is what economic progress. When he is able to do changes in his own field, that is what economic development. But because of the increase in his income, when he is able to purchase a land beside his own land, then it is what economic progress. And third comes in relation to developed and developing countries. Now, economic development is always related to developing countries. इंडिया किस में आएगा, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में आएगा. वी आर ग्रोइंग पीपल, अब हमारे पास इनकम आ रही है, वी आर द पीपल ऑफ वन कार, फाइन. सो इंडिया इज़ अ कंट्री ऑफ डेवलपिंग नेशन, इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट में आता है, while economic progress is for developed nation. Difference is seen in both of them in relation to developed and developing nation also. Increase in national income of developed countries is called economic progress. See, here it is written, increase in national income of developed countries is what economic progress, while increase in national income of developing countries is economic development. Yes, so now we'll start with features of developing economy. Now what does mean by features? લાક્ષણિકતા, જેને આપણે ગુજરાતીમાં કહીએ, ક્વોલિટીઝ और कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ. फीचर्स का मतलब होता है इंग्लिश में कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. सो इकोनॉमी ऑफ डेवलप्ड एंड डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज इज सेपरेटेड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ पर कैपिटा इनकम. As per the development report of 2004 of World Bank, countries having less than 735 per capita income categorized as a developing country. Following are the features of developing countries. See, now this is a very old data of 2004, जहाँ पे लिखा है कि per capita income is less than countries having less than 735 per capita income. I was seeing the data recently, and even I had written somewhere, I don't know where it is. Yes, I written over here only. See, now per capita income of India in 2019-20, if we see in rupees, it is 1,35,000, and that is a national income, मतलब पूरे साल की आप इनकम ले लो. It is not a income of per month, it is an income of a whole year. This is a per capita income of India, and I had purposely taken of 2019 in dollar because see in 2020 obviously it is going to get reduced because of this coronavirus. So what was in dollar, see यहाँ पे लिखा है 4 sorry it is 735 and it is a data of 2004. So according to 2019 the per capita income of India is $2,338 per year. Yes. So what are the features of developing countries? First is less per capita income. As I said, इंडिया की per capita income, इंडिया एक developing country है and India is the second most populated country. So obviously the per capita income of India will come less, and not only of India. अगर per capita income एक country की कम है, it means that country is a developing country, and this is one of the feature of a developing economy. National income of developing countries is less while population growth is high. We all know that population growth of India is very high and national income compared to other countries is very less. So per capita income remains low. Because of less per capita income, living standard of people is low. Obviously, if you people are having, for example, if you are having 10,000 rupees and you are two kids in a home, and both of you will get 5,000 rupees to use. But if a family having 10,000 rupees and they have 5 kids in a home, and if they want to give them pocket money, then per child will get 2,000 rupees. Because the population is more, the proportion of income or the proportion of money with you will get reduced. Second is population growth. Population growth rate is high in developing nation. Rate of population growth is 2% or more in this nation. इंडिया की population growth 2% से भी ज़्यादा है. So this is also one of the feature of developing country that इनकी population growth बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. Third is dependence on agriculture. Most probably developing countries are agrarian countries. ये लोगों की सबसे बड़ी income source होती है agriculture. They export agriculture but they import the machineries. Now the rate of import is less compared to the rate of is more. आप महंगी चीज़ें खरीदते हैं और सस्ती चीज़ें बाहर बेच रहे हैं. So your country will be considered to be will come in category of developing country. Main occupation of the people of developing country is agriculture. More than 60% of the population is dependent on agriculture for employment. Contribution of agriculture in national income of this nation is about 26%. Yes, now see, it is written that more than 60% of the population is dependent on employment. So population हमारी 60% उसमें रुकी हुई है, but वो income कितनी generate करता है? Just nearly 26%. So more people are working, but the income generation of this sector is just 26% of the whole economy. Then next comes unequal distribution of income. It is very seen in India, unequal distribution of income. The people who are having crores and crores of rupees, and those who are not having do not get even a 2-time a meal. Unequal distribution of income and factors of production is seen in developing countries. This inequality is seen in cities as well as villages. 20% rich people of a country share 40% of the national income. See now guess, 20% of the rich people share 40% of the national income. मतलब जो बची हुई 60% इनकम है वो 80% लोग यूज़ करते हैं. And what is written over here next is 40% of the national, and the poorest 20% share just 10% of the national income. This concentration of income and property is seen in hand of rich in developing countries. So there is very much unequal distribution of income in India. See, unequal distribution of income सभी कंट्री में होता है कि सभी कंट्री को करोड़, वहाँ के सभी सिटीजन्स को करोड़ रुपीज़ मिलते ऐसा ज़रूरी है नहीं, बट यहाँ पे प्रपोर्शन इज़ वेरी वाइड. सिर्फ 20% लोग अगर नेशनल इनकम की 40% इनकम उनके पास ही चली जाए और बाकी के 80% लोगों के पास 60% ऑफ इनकम यूज़ करने के लिए बचे, देन यू सी दैट इनइक्वालिटी ऑफ द इनकम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. Fifth is unemployment. Very obvious, very obvious. Unemployment is one of the most problem of India. Unemployment may be counted as an important feature of developing country. We are not able to generate jobs in the proportion of population growth. हमारी population growth बहुत ही ज़्यादा है और उसके कंपेयर में हमारी employment generation is very less. So what is the result, ultimate result? कि काफ़ी सारे लोग अनएम्प्लॉयड रह जाते हैं. इट इज़ नॉट दैट कि उनके पास कैलिबर नहीं है या कैपेबिलिटी नहीं है. दे आर क्वाइट केपेबल ऑफ डूइंग द वर्क, बट द थिंग इज़ दैट वो काम करना चाहते हैं पर उनके पास काम करने के लिए कोई चीज़ है नहीं. गवर्नमेंट उनको काम करने की कोई सुविधा दे नहीं पा रहा. In this country, the ratio of unemployment is more than 3% of the total labor. In this country, different type of unemployment may be seen, such as seasonal unemployment, disguised unemployment, industrial unemployment, etc. Now, these types of unemployment we are going to study in next chapter, so I am not discussing over here right now. Moreover, the period of unemployment is very long. Yes. See now, अगर फार्मर हो जो सिर्फ मॉनसून पर डिपेंड करता है, सो वो सिर्फ 4 महीने तक काम कर सकता है फ्रॉम द सोइंग ऑफ सीड्स, एंड जब वो एक जो फील्ड में क्रॉप डाला है वो उग जाए तब तक, एंड देन व्हाट हैपन्स, ही इज़ जॉबलेस. सो द पीरियड ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट इज़ वेरी लॉन्ग इन इंडिया. देन इज़ पॉवर्टी. अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड पॉवर्टी इज दोनों भाई बहन है. मान लो अगर अनएम्प्लॉयड हो तो ऑब्वियसली यू विल बी पुअर, and if you are poor, there are very much chances that because of poverty you are not able to study, and because of that uneducation you will remain unemployed. These all are like a chain connected to each other. Poverty is also a feature of developing economy. People who are not able to satisfy their primary necessities like food, clothing, shelter, education and health are called poor. हम poor किसको कहेंगे? प्राइमरी नेसेसिटीज़ भी जो पूरी ना कर सके वो. वी ऑल हैव सीन द सिचुएशंस, द पीपल लिविंग इन विच कंडीशंस रिसेंटली. हम सब ने देखा है कि कई सारे लोग हैं जिसको 2 टाइम का खाना भी नहीं मिलता है. सो दे ऑल विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ पुअर. इन डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज सच पीपल कंस्टिट्यूट 1/3 ऑफ द टोटल पॉपुलेशन. Yes, now it is written that 1/3 of the total population remain under poverty line. Now think about 1/3. You might think 1/3 मतलब कुछ नहीं होता. अगर आप 130 crore plus, it is nearly 140 crore population of India, and if 1/3 of the population remains unemployed, it means that nearly 40 crore or 42 crore of the people remain unemployed. उसमें से अगर हम बच्चों को माइनस कर दें और बूढ़ों को माइनस कर दें, फिर भी इंडिया की नियरली 22 करोड़ पीपल आर अनएम्प्लॉयड. इट इज़ अ राउंड फिगर because if we subtract kids and old people from that, obviously then the youth are not getting the job. Next comes dual economy. Now developing features, one of the economy is dual economy. The economy of developing country is based on dual or mixed system. On one side, farming, old machinery, orthodox social structure, less production are seen in village. On the other side, there are cities having modern industry, new production process, modern implements and modern sophisticated lifestyle. Obviously આપણે કે ગામડિયા एंड शहरी दोनों में फ़र्क तो दिख ही जाता है. और यू पीपल माइट बी थिंकिंग दैट वो तो होगा ही, विलेज उसको ही कहते हैं. नहीं, बट ऐसा नहीं होता. There are village means what? Village is actually a place having less population, but that doesn't mean कि वहाँ पे facilities ना हो सके. Facilities तो होनी ही चाहिए, whether it is village or cities. But in India, the things are such that villages are not that advanced. They still depend on more old machinery, farming, and orthodox social structure. Well, there are cities, metropolitan cities, who are fully advanced. So dual economy exists in developing country. Next comes insufficient infrastructure facilities. Yes, infrastructure facilities are less. in developing country. Crucially vital infrastructure facilities like education, transportation, communication, electricity, health facilities, banking, etc. are less lacking in developing countries, which hinders the development of the nation. Obviously, lack of education, there is less facilities of education. Government is trying very hard to educate each and every citizen of India, but then too we are lacking in education. Then comes transportation. Yes, transportation facilities भी यहाँ पे कम डेवलप्ड. आर वी ए कंट्री हु कैन डेवलप इट्स ओन प्लेन, पैसेंजर प्लेन? नहीं, हम इतने डेवलप नहीं है कि हम खुद अपना पैसेंजर प्लेन बना सकते. हम लोग वो पैसेंजर प्लेन्स परचेज करते हैं. सो वी आर नॉट दैट डेवलप. कम्युनिकेशन फैसिलिटीज़ भी यहाँ पे हमारे पास आज 4G है, बट देर आर कंट्रीज़ हु आर वर्किंग ऑन 5G. सो कम्युनिकेशन फैसिलिटीज़ यहाँ पे कम है. Electricity, health services, banking system are lacking in developing countries. And then comes form of international trade. The structure of foreign trade of developing countries is different. This country mainly export agro product and farm product as well as mineral ores. This type of product have less demand and low rate, and less income is gained by exporting this goods. I said हम जो बेचते हैं वो सस्ती चीज़ें होती है, पर जब जो चीज़ इंपोर्ट करते खरीदते वो उसके 3, 4, 5 गुना कीमत की होती है. सो while importing includes industrial product and machinery. Above, if you think you are selling wheat and you are purchasing a machinery, obviously the cost of wheat will be very less compared to the machinery. As the cost of this product is more, so the expense on import rises. Thus, as the condition of foreign trades are adverse, there is an increase in foreign debt. Thus, we see above mentioned features in developing countries. As the Indian economy is developing, all these features are related to India in greater or less the measure. Yes, India एक developing country है, तो ये सब चीज़ें हमारे country में है ही. We have problem of unemployment, we have problem of poverty, per capita income of India is very less. Then we export agriculture product, but हम import क्या करते हैं? मशीनरीज करते हैं. सो फॉर्म ऑफ इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड भी हमारे कंट्री में है. ड्यूल इकोनॉमी हमने देखी है हमारे कंट्री में है. Then which were the other points of this? It was unequal distribution of income. I said विराट कोहली के पास बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे हैं और कई के लोग ऐसे जिसके पास एक महीने का राशन चलाने के लिए भी पैसे ना हो. Then dependence on agriculture and population growth. We are up second most, and I don't know, within few years we may be the first most populated country in the world, which is not a good thing for us. So today we are finishing on this point only, features of the economy and what does mean by economic development. See, it is a civics chapter. It is quite difficult to learn, to understand. Read it once, listen it once, and then you will be able to get from it. Fine. Thank you. We'll stop over here today.